Welcome back to the Own It Masterclass. We are here with our bonus session, Heart-Led Sales, one of my favorite trainings, because not only are we going to teach you the art of sales, we are going to help sell yourself on your own dreams, because we know that the biggest obstacle between you and what you desire is you. We talked on Wednesday about your self-image, about understanding that unless we change our internal set point of what we believe is possible for us and our self-image, nothing changes. And this is unconscious. And so I gave you an exercise to help auto-suggest a new self-image and a new version of you to yourself so you can truly create life by design instead of default. Today, we are going to take you into a little bit deeper into now how that new version of you is going to go out there and sell what it is your gift. So I love the book, The Right Mountain. Everybody has their own mountain to climb. Not the mountain you think you're supposed to, not the mountain you should, not the mountain your parents told you to, not the mountain society told you to, or your siblings or anybody else. The mountain that you wish to climb. You came here with a gift, a purpose, a meaning, and you get to go out there and share that gift to the world. And if you are too afraid and in your own stories of fear, worry, and doubt, you won't be able to climb that mountain. You won't be able to share your gifts. And you will not live happy and fulfilled. This is where dis-ease sets in. So today, we don't only want to help you learn how to master sales, we want to help you build your belief. So the 5 stages of manifesting ideas. Day 1, we generated new ideas. We created a new awareness. We decided on our goal. We burned the boats. There is no plan B. Then we went into thoughts. I taught you a 4-part reframing exercise to rewire your brain for success and to own your mind instead of it owning you, because 98% of our thoughts, feelings, and actions are habitually unconscious. And unless you change that autopilot, nothing changes. We taught you about planning. Planning is the 3rd step in manifesting. Not only do you need a plan of what actions you need to get into play, you need a plan of who you're going to be, because it is the version of you that is attracting your results. Yesterday, we had a bonus a bonus open house mastermind session. Now, this session's never recorded because the unconscious mind does not feel safe, and you cannot be your authentic self when you are being recorded. So we do that as an open house to invite you in, yet it's a closed door, so it's never casted, it's never recorded. It's a safe space for us to support each other. We masterminded around what is the one big thing that's going to make the biggest difference for us and what we are committed to achieving this year. Burn the boats, non-negotiable. And then we decided on an action that we would get into play right away, because the 4th stage of manifesting is action. The first 2 stages, ideas and thought, are in the ether, and you need to bring it down into the physical by having a plan and getting into action. The plan may change, the goal may not. The action may not exactly breed you the results that you're looking for, yet it might attract the right people, places, circumstances, and opportunities that you were looking for, and you just didn't know where to look for. So today is about building the belief, because if you don't believe any of this is possible, you might as well throw in the towel now. And I think for most people, this is the hardest part. Owning your thoughts is one thing, but it's the thoughts of belief that are required to believe it's possible, to stay on the positive side of the coin, to believe you are capable, worthy, and deserving, and to believe that you can achieve. Remember, Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind of the man can conceive, so we all just conceived our goals and burned the boats, and believe. So you must believe it's possible. It must be the only vision you hold in your mind and cancel everything else. So whatever the mind of the man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So today is about building your belief. I want you to be so connected to what you want and why you want it that it lights you up, that it gets you out of bed in the morning. When my dad retired, he told us that every single day you need to wake up with a purpose. Your feet need to hit the floor with a purpose, not just through your career, even beyond that. Otherwise, if we don't have something pulling us forward, it's really easy to slowly die. And most people spend the second half of their life literally slowly walking to the grave because they've given up. So they say 40% of the population will hit 60 and live the rest of their years in shoulda, woulda, coulda, slowly dying in regret until they literally hit the grave. Now, that's not going to be any of us here, because we already know we are a part of the population that is well and above and beyond others, because only 10 to 12% of the population is willing to bet on themselves, is willing to play all out, is willing to generate new ideas, fill a gap in the market, and be a conscious entrepreneur. So you're already ahead of the game. And now, how do you pull yourself to that 1 to 5% of the world that is truly living life by design and has built their dream business around their dream life instead of the other way around, and have built themselves a well-oiled machine that runs like a business like a well-oiled machine that runs with white glove service instead of building themselves another job? It is truly deciding, committing, and scaling. And so the first thing you need to do is learn how to build your belief in yourself so that when you go out and sell, you are selling in the energy of service. So I want you to write that down somewhere. There is no workbook for today. So grab a piece of paper and a pen and notes, or add this into your workbook, because it is a Google Doc that you can keep adding into. This is new this time, thanks to our team who's helped put that together for you guys. There was a request for that, and I'm so excited because it looks beautiful. So thank you for my team that makes this whole thing possible. Thank you for everyone who's participated so far. We do have one session left after today. We are back Sunday, the 14th. At 1 p.m. Eastern with a Cole's Notes bonus recap of the entire session plus open Q&A. So you can come and ask me whatever you desire. We've been collecting questions throughout that I will be answering during that session. And so without further ado, let's dive into the art of sales. So the number one rule is sales is serving. If you don't sell, you can't serve. Let me say that again in case you missed it. If you don't sell, you can't serve. Now, there's a difference between the toxic masculine way of selling and making people bad and wrong and making them feel worse about themselves, and that's why they have to buy your product. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all leaders help other people see what's not possible for them yet. I'm talking about all successful people help their clients, their people they're mentoring, coaching, the people they're selling to cast a vision of what it is they truly desire so they can get out of their own way. Because as soon as you decide to change, as soon as someone decides to buy something, invest in something, do something different, their unconscious mind, their ego will self-sabotage to keep them the same, because its job is to keep you safe and the same. And staying the same is safe in your unconscious mind because that's your comfort zone. And if you don't get out there and step into the uncomfortable, then you can't truly step into that true life that's going to leave you happy and fulfilled, because outside your comfort zone is where your growth lies. So let me just remind you, the current version of you is amazing. You're awesome, okay? And the current version of you got you here. Awesome. Yet it's not going to get you your goal. It's only going to get you more of the same. And so when you offer your service to somebody, to offer them to level up their life, to improve, to change, their first initial response, unless they're in a state of readiness for change, is resistance. So we need to go into selling with the idea that we need to help them see what's possible. So we're here to serve. If they're not ready for the change and the transformation, you don't want to work with them. It's going to be painful. So move along to the next person and nurture and support that person until they're ready. Okay, but selling is serving. So in order to sell, you have to serve. And in order to serve, you have to sell. So when you go and sell your product, you're going to help that person get out of their own way by helping them see what's possible. Okay, so my favorite thing is to say, if I waved a magic wand and you could be, do, and have whatever it is you truly desire, what would that be? What would that look like? What would that allow for you? When I first started diving into this work and studying neurolinguistics programming at Landmark Worldwide, it's an incredible education system. And again, if you really don't come in with the framework, you can't be successful. It's not set up for everyone. And that's why in the field and study of NLP that I study, the school of thought, is that we do NLP with you and not to you. And everybody is capable of change and transformation and excellence. Everybody. Everyone in their deep unconscious mind has a blueprint of their perfect health, of their perfect life, and everything that's possible for them. Yet well-meaning parents, conditioning, society put layers over top of that to tell you can't, you're not worth it. And so when you go to try to sell something to somebody to tell them you can get over there, there's some blocks for them. And so what's going to help them overcome the blocks is helping them see what's possible. So instead of saying you're bad and wrong and this doesn't work and that's why you need this, because nobody likes to be shamed, right? You're going to help them see what's possible so they can move into a state of possibility, a state of wonder, a state of awe, a state of excitement and enthusiasm that will inspire them to make the change for themselves. And we know how we do one thing is how we do everything. So if somebody's like, I don't have enough time, well, guess what? That's the excuse, reason, or alibi they use in all areas of their life. They'll never get healthy because they don't have enough time. They'll never build wealth because they don't seem to have enough time to study how to manage money. The excuse, reason, alibi transfers all across. It's one of our key limiting beliefs. And so when you hear people are going to give you objections. And when you hear them, your job is to help break that down for them and see what's on the other side of that objection for them. So what if I could show you how to have more time? And what if we could, so inside our Own It Collective, we use the Quantum Leap Blueprint that actually has you take everything out of your calendar and start fresh. Because whatever is in your calendar, you're trading your life for. And you are allowing it. Let me say that again. Whatever is in your calendar, you are trading your life for, and you are allowing it. And so what we like to do is actually take everything out, get really focused and prioritize, decide what's our goal, what's our need, what's our want, and what's the quantum leap actions and containers in our calendars that are going to help breed the largest results. So for an example, when somebody comes in and say, I don't have time, I say, well, let me show you how to create time. Because the truth is, we don't make time, right? You can't find the time, excuse me. You know, people are like, well, I can't find the time to do it. Well, you're never going to find the time. I mean, go look for time. Tell me when you find it. You have to create the space to allow that growth, that transformation, whatever it is that you want. Whether it's 30 to 60 minutes of exercise a day, whether it's a power hour in your business, whatever that container is that you need to do, you actually have to remove something from your calendar and put something new in. But first we have to figure out what's not serving us, and we remove that from the calendar. So when you have objections, your job is to help break them down and actually figure out what is truly underneath that. So most people's key objections are, I don't have time, I don't have the money, I don't believe you, and it won't work for me. And so usually the biggest underlying belief is that it's not going to work for them. Yet they're going to give you lots of other excuses, reasons, and alibis. Yet the truth is they unconsciously just don't believe it's possible for them. So you get to help break down what that belief is, to get down to figure out what's in their way. And then you can show them, well, what if, just what if we could get into possibility? And what if it did work for you? What would that look like? And help them create that vision. And what's going to help you not retreat at the first sign of a no or an objection, is being connected to your mission and your vision. So on day one, we asked you why you want to do this. You are going to get rejections. You are going to get no's. You're going to get objections. And you have to be okay with that. They're not saying no to you that you're not good enough. They're saying no to themselves. So it's okay. And you know what your mission and your vision is, and you know what you came here to do, and you know there are people out there waiting for you to share your gifts. And until you get out there and be the leader and shine your light, you're not giving them permission to do the same. And there are going to be people out there who only align with you and not with other people. And that's why you have to get out there. Because I find, for especially coaches and business owners, the biggest excuse, reason, alibi is somebody's already doing it, right? And I know you know what I'm talking about. Well, so many other people are already doing it. That's okay. There's 7-point-something billion people in this world. And there's going to be a group of people that only resonate with you. And so that's why it's important for you to get out there, own your mission and your vision, give up your excuses, reasons, and alibis, sell so you can serve, and sell in the energy of service, of looking of what you can help that person get, not what you can get from them. And help them see what's possible so they can get to that other side of what we like to call the transformation tornado, right? You're deciding to make the change, and then you jump in and there's a change process, and then you get to come out on the other side. Now we're going to go into a few key things that are going to truly help you now dig deeper into that art of sales. So first, we talked about selling is serving. So you must sell in the energy of service, and you won't be able to serve if you don't go out there and sell. You need to help them own their vision and see what's possible and get them into a state of possibility instead of fear, worry, and doubt. You have to stay connected to your mission and your vision, so that when you do sell to somebody who's maybe not the right client or not in alignment, that objection doesn't take you out of your own business and your own dreams. They're not saying no to you. They're not saying you're not good enough. They truly often don't believe they're not good enough and it won't work for them. Okay? So now the next thing is you have to get clear on what your service and your offers are. So what do you sell? Okay, that's number one. You have to know what the offer is, and then the what is actually truly what the results are. So what's the offer and what are the results that it provides? Who is it for? And how does it work? So for an example, the Own It Collective helps you have more time, have more income, have more profit, have a schedule that you built that you love. It helps you increase your level of awareness so you can be a conscious co-creator and live life by design instead of default. We've had people turn their yearly income into their monthly income. We've had people go from an idea to a business. We've had people to go from what they thought was a business they were treating like a hobby to building an actual business that's running like a well-oiled machine with and without them. And there are so many incredible results that we provide. So that's our Own It Collective. And then how does it work? So it's once a week at Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. We meet for 90 minutes and we go through the incredible opportunities of studying with us, masterminding with us, and co-working. So we do a mastermind session that's not recorded once a month, a co-working session where we work on what lessons we're working on, and 2 new lessons, whether by me or a guest expert. So we got the what it is, what are the results that it provides, who it's for, and then how. The how is it's delivered. We also have Kajabi, and there's probably over 50 trainings in there already for you that you can go and study right now, from sales and serving, from branding and marketing, operations and procedures, self-mastery, working with the universal laws, previous master classes and workshops, and more. And so we have our vaults of incredible training, we have our live coaching, and then we also have our VIP community. So our VIP community, we do special events once per quarter, as well as you get access to our VIP Facebook group where we share so many resources accountability support each other, as well as an accountability group chat. Okay, so that's the how it works. So what you need to do is have a clear offer. How are you serving? What are the results? Who do you help? And how is it delivered? Okay, so that it's a clear and concise pitch, because a confused mind says no. So you must be able to clearly describe and sell your offers in a way that it resonates with that person. So if you're speaking to one person, you might want to speak to the results that they can get within the program that are specific to them. Another thing we want to bring in is working with the universal laws. So we already talked about the law of cause and effect on Wednesday, the law of all laws. We either are the cause or we're at cause. And regardless, you are the cause and your results are the effect. So there is a cause and there is an effect. The effect is your results and you are the cause. Now, you're either being at cause, which means you're blaming other people and you're saying it wasn't my fault, or you're being the cause and you're owning it. That is what our whole company is named off of, this law. Owning it, taking full responsibility. We didn't, nobody came to the master class, or nobody came to this. Well, I'll take full responsibility. I know that there must have been self-sabotaging behaviors, or I didn't have the containers in my calendar, or I didn't follow my SOPs, or whatever that looks like. So we always want to look for how we can take responsibility. All successful people take responsibility. There's no power in blaming and pointing the finger. The saying is, when you point one finger, there's three pointing back at you. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to work with the law of cause and effect. No matter what happens, that's good. Napoleon Hill would say, the building's burning down, that's good. And it just is what it is. And then you get to give it a meaning. So let me say that again. Everything just is what it is. And then you get to give it a meaning. Okay, so you are going to be the cause. You're going to own it. You're going to take full responsibility, take your power back, have solution-oriented mindset, and you're going to be the cause and own your effect. Then there is the law of compensation. First of all, you cannot get something for nothing. Okay, you cannot get something for nothing. If you want to go to the next level of you, it's going to require a sacrifice, but not a horrible sacrifice like a child or something. It's like giving up an old bad habit that no longer serves you and filling it with one that does. The law of compensation says you will also be given what it is, how much you put in. So the output, the results, will be based upon the input, the effort you've put in. So you put 10% effort in, you're going to get 10% effort out. And this is one of the philosophies that actually keep a lot of people stagnant in their business. They're trying to do everything really well. And they're doing 10 things and putting 10% effort into everything, and they're getting 10% results in everything. So what we actually need to do is be focused and prioritize, come on into the Own It Collective and use our Quantum Leap Blueprint. And when you're focused and prioritized, you can focus on one thing, give it 80 to 100% of your result, energy and effort, and get 100% results. So you cannot get something for nothing. And your output is in direct relation to the input. So how much effort you put in is directly related to the effort or the results that you're going to get. Okay, so we want to start working with the universal laws. One of my favorite exercises to do, I got from Lead the Field, which is one of the Procter & Gallagher Institute courses now. And you would ask yourself, so every night before I close up my office, I ask myself, how can I increase my service today? And I make a list of 6 things I'll do in the morning or throughout the day. Usually like to get it done in the morning. Get that momentum going. that will help increase my service. So it could be, how could I improve my client experience? How could I improve the onboarding process? How could I make this Zoom recording better? So one of the things was to get rid of the timestamp. So we had to figure out how to do that, go into the settings, remove that. That was one of the things. It literally looks just so much better without this big timestamp in the corner. It's the little things. So it doesn't have to be massive. And even if you did one of those 6 things every single day, you're going to constantly be improving. So you ask yourself every single day, how can I increase my service today? So selling is serving, and serving your clients with your gifts is an incredible opportunity and a gift and an opportunity that you get. And so think about how you can constantly improve that for them. And that's what we call the white glove service. So every quarter we goal plan to review and we look for process improvement of how we can white glove service our company, our offer, our client experience. And if you're not constantly getting out there and selling your gifts, this is just coming to me. It's selfish. And I know people don't want to hear that, but that means we're making it about us. I'm too afraid. I don't want to do it. Yeah, you came here with a gift to share and give to other people. And if you don't get out there and do the thing, you can't serve, and you're making it about you. And so being in the energy of service means we're being here for the other people instead of making it about us. And that's a really big thing that's going to have you be successful in your business. It's going to have you keep your promises to yourself. Why am I going to do this today? Well, I don't feel like it. You have to stay committed to do the thing, even the way you said you were going to do it, even when you don't feel like doing it anymore, because the benefit, not only for you, but for the other people on the other side of that. One thing I always like to talk about, and I think people underestimate this a little bit, it's about setting your environment. Okay, so if I come into your office and it is chaos, your external world reflects your internal world. So that means internally is chaos, which means you're not going to get anywhere in your business. So Bob Proctor gave an example where he had a client, I believe it was a paint store, and the guy was complaining that nothing was working, so on and so forth. So Bob stopped by to do some coaching, and he saw that his office was a mess. And he said, listen, I'm gone for the weekend. I'm going to come back, and this better be cleaned up. And if it's not cleaned up, you're fired, meaning he was firing the client. So Bob goes away. The guy cleans up his office. Bob comes back and he says, okay, great. I see the place is clean. Now, what was the problem you needed help with? The guy said, I don't need your help anymore. Right? Because your environment is literally creating the energy that you're sitting in. So clean up your office, clean up your home, clean up your closet. If there's anything that is currently in your possession that reminds you of something that doesn't make you feel good, or just simply doesn't make you feel good, doesn't make you happy, is busy, is chaotic, is out of order, clean it up and get rid of it. Your environment is one of the most important things you can do. So set your environment up for success. You can see mine looks so pretty. Which I love cleaning, so you can't count on me for that one. And a little OCD, I like everything organized and looking like it's staged, because then I feel good, and then I can do my work well. Okay, so you're going to set up your environment. We talked about on our pre-bonus training, 3 actions to level up your business. If you haven't watched that yet, it's awesome. We talked about what we like to call inspired action. So inspired action is something I've coined a term for, where we put together a little sequence of a few actions to do that will help you get the results that you want, instead of doing things out of fear and begrudgingly. Right? A lot of the times we're like, I got to get this done, and we're rushing to get it done, yet it's not in the right energy. Or we're like, oh, I got to do this because I said I would do it. And so you do it begrudgingly in a negative energy. So we know energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transferred. We know everything is omnipresent here in the ether, in the physical and in the non-physical, whether we can see it or not. Everything is omnipresent. If you can think about it, that's the first time you've manifested it. The second time is now to bring it into the physical. And so when we think about something and we say something that's not in coherence, right? So you're saying, hey, let me serve you. I think what we have is amazing. And internally you're going, I'm not good enough. That creates a conflicting message, and they're receiving both. So let me say that one more time, because this is so important for the art of sales. They are receiving both messages. The telepathic message, because every single thought, 17 to 70 seconds, creates a thought impulse that goes out into the ether or the quantum field or the net that we're all attached to. And they can also receive it. One of the sayings my mom used to like to say to me when I lived in the city, and I would say it's so chaotic, and she would often remind me, are those thoughts yours? Right? Because you are picking up on other people's messages. So we need what you're saying and what you're feeling to be in coherence. So I feel that I'm worthy and that I have something to give of value. And then I'm going to tell them what is the value and the return on investment for them and what's possible for them. So inspired action looks like this. The first is you set your intention. What is your desired outcome? Okay. Then you need to set your vibration. That's the feeling that you're in. That's the internal voice that's happening. So you wanted to close 100 new clients this year. That's your intention. Then you want to set the vibration. So we like to do what we call a future memory. You would close your eyes. You would take yourself 5 minutes past the point of the goal achieved, and you would get into the feeling of the goal achieved. And then you're going to visualize what that goal is achieved and what it looks like working with those 100 ideal clients. So this is your inspired action. And then the final component of it is that quantum leap action. So instead of going into your DM for hours upon hours and coming out with 2 qualified leads at a time, maybe you find one incredible community that's filled with your ideal clients, and you go and network and you gain 5 new clients every time. So this is what we like to call your quantum leap action. You're looking for the action that's going to get you the largest result in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort. So inspired action looks like setting the intention, setting the vibration through visualization and creating a future memory, and then taking the quantum leap action, which is focused and prioritized instead of being busy and overwhelmed. So just a reminder, inspired action, 3 things: your intention, your energy, and the quantum leap action. And the energy is set by the picture you hold in your mind. So you're going to create a future memory and cast yourself out to 5 minutes past the goal achieved. And you must, what did we talk about? The law of observation this week. You must expect the best, because you get what you expect. And so now, before you go and do the thing, you are going to, what we call, assume the feeling of the goal achieved. So let's do this together. You decided that you wanted one thing on Monday, one thing that was going to make the biggest difference for you. Now, that's your intention. Let's set your vibration. Close your eyes and visualize. Take yourself 5 minutes past this goal achieved. How will you know you have it? Is it an email that comes in? Is it the client database that's now at 100 new clients? How will you know you have it? Good. And now, how does it feel to have it? You're feeling really proud and grateful and successful and profitable, and you're giving back and you're feeling like you're having a positive impact. You're living your life purpose on purpose. Every day just keeps getting better and better. And now, what does having this goal allow for you? What does having this goal allow for you? It allows you to have a positive impact and leave a legacy of love and build a ripple effect of conscious entrepreneurs that are transforming the world and birthing the new earth of unity consciousness with peace in heaven on earth and the highest good of all. It allows you to live in financial abundance and provide for yourself and your family and for those who can't provide for themselves. It allows you to give back beyond your wildest dreams, to yourself, to your family, to your community, to the world. It allows you to play big in life. You get a life of choices, a life of impact, a life of meaning, a life of design. And now, what will you see, hear, and feel, and sense, and touch that moment you know you've achieved the goal? Take yourself right to that moment. You know you've achieved it. Really get into the feeling of it. And now I want to ask you, why is this important for you to achieve? And let's go even deeper. Why are you grateful for that? Why are you grateful that you've achieved this? Because it provides you with a life of choices. And why are you grateful for that? Because that means you get to do what you want, when you want, how you want, with whom you want, where you want, and truly live life by design, happy and fulfilled. And why are you grateful for that? Because abundance is our birthright. And we came here to be conscious creator gods, to master manifesting in the physical, to learn the powers that we truly have and have access to. And why are you grateful for that? Because it allows me to do, be, and have more than I could have ever dreamed, and smoothly, easily, and effortlessly. And why are you grateful for that? I want you to go 7 layers or more deep of gratitude of what achieving this goal allows for you. And really, really get connected to your mission, your vision, and your why. So that you can divorce your excuses, reasons, and alibis and marry your dream and your why. So what does it look like now to have this goal achieved? What's the impact? What's going to be different in your life? And I want you to get really excited about that. And I want you to consciously pay attention to how you're feeling right now. And your goal is to stay in this feeling all weekend long. Come back on Sunday for a bonus session. You're going to stay in this feeling all weekend long. And anytime some negative thought decides to creep in, you're going to smack it. You're going to cancel it. You're going to next it. You're going to replace it with a positive affirmation, with belief in yourself and your dreams. You've married your goal. You've divorced your excuses, reasons, and alibis. There is only plan A. We are committed. We are doing it, and we are successful. And whenever you're ready, you can come on back into the moment and come on back into the room and come on back into the now. Beautiful. So we all just married our why, divorced our excuses, reasons, and alibis. I want to remind you that it's not often the goal that we really want. It's what the goal allows for us. So I need you to get really connected to what this goal allows for you, so that no matter what comes your way, you have blinders on, you know where you're going, you know what's possible, and you're owning it in every single way. And so if you are ready to keep this momentum going and take your life and your results to the next level and truly become a conscious co-creator, so you can build a business by design that leaves a positive impact and a legacy of love, and get out of your own way and stop being your own upper limit and your glass ceiling, and have things be smoother, get more time back, increase your revenue and your profits. And those are different things. We're going to teach you the profit first method so that you can build a business that is sustainable and scalable. And we're also going to teach you the skill set, the mindset, and the high performance habits that are going to last you a lifetime. So whether you need to pivot in your business, whether you create another business 10 years from now, all of what we're teaching, you can rinse and repeat. They are high performance habits. I have spent almost 2 decades studying success, holistic wellness, holistic high performance coaching, and human potential and performance from a holistic perspective, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So you have a spirit that came here with that is connected to the creator of all that is. This is our energetic body. And you have a soul that came here with a soul mission. And if we do not live out that purpose and that mission, dis-ease sets in. You have a physical body, and if you do not master this physical body, it will be your glass ceiling. This morning I went for a run, and just to remind me of my health as I was starting my run, this lady steps out of the car and she has a cast on her foot and she has a pump on her arm, which means she's diabetic. And here I am out for my morning run, happy, healthy, wealthy, feeling good. And a reminder that that was who she was conditioned to be. And you get to be the best version of you, but the physical body is going to be your upper limit. If you don't take care of yourself, illness and disease will set in. And think about people who are high performers. They master their health and their mindset because it allows them to have that mental toughness and endurance to be able to build a business, because it is going to require something from you. That's why only 10 to 12% of the population is willing to do it. You are going to face obstacles, and it's going to require resilience. So when you train your body in resilience, you train your mind in resilience. And so your mind is going to be where you win or lose first. 2 sides of the coin, positive or negative. And so inside the Own It Collective, we don't only work on you, we work on your business and making sure that the business is built around the dream life, and you keep leveling up and having new upper limits so that you can truly live that life by design and live it happy and fulfilled the way that you want to. So let me hear a promise from each and every single one of you today. No longer will your dreams be a someday. May you be committed. May you marry your goals, your vision, and your why, and divorce your excuses, reasons, and alibis, and take one step every single day to increase your service, to move you closer towards your goal. And may you own only possibility in your mind and never fear, worry, and doubt. And I promise you, no successful person does it alone. They do it with a mentor. They do it with a coach. They do it with a community. Remember, I said your environment is one of the most important things. You will become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And if I asked you who are those 5 people you surround yourself with the most, and you wouldn't trade spots with them, then I want you to come back in and come and join us inside the Own It Collective. This is an incredible 6-month program. It's only $3,330 Canadian, taxes included. And we have some incredible sign-up bonuses for you. And so everybody who's joining in the month of July is going to get Success Principle Society. This is our core 6 lessons that I teach in all the way to my mastery mentorship clients. This is the foundation for success we all follow. And I'm reteaching it for the first time in 2 years. Plus, you're getting a monthly co-working session to work on those with me. And so my gift to you all is that everyone who joins this month gets that. And then when you're joining on the payment plan, you're going to get 2 45-minute calls. And if you're joining on the pay in full, you're going to get 2 90-minute bonus coaching calls. So that's a value of $1,200. Now, if you are joining before orientation next week on Tuesday, so by July 16th, next Monday, if you're inside the Own It Collective by then, you're going to get a bonus. So everyone who joins by Monday and pays in full, you're going to get a goal alignment session with me. This is worth $1,200 to $1,500, depends how long it takes. We stay until it's finished. And the only way you can access this session is in my Mastery Mentorship Program. So when we're working one-on-one on an $8,000 ticket product, this is something I'm pulling out of that to gift to you. So this you cannot buy individually, and this is my gift to you when you join the program and you pay in full by Monday. Now, this is an NLP exercise where we're not only going to dive deeper into your goal and the state of the goal achieved, we're also going to get clear on what has you stuck and stopped and what are those limiting beliefs that are in your way. And when you're joining on the payment plan, you're going to get a bonus 45-minute coaching call, which is going to give you a bi-monthly call with me throughout the 6 months together so that we can support you, stay connected, and ensure your success. So this is my gift to you. If you're signing up by Monday, that's almost a $2,000 gift from myself. And if you're when you're paying in full, and when you're actually, it's well more than that. I think it was closer to $2,500. And when you're signing up on the payment plan, because you've got Success Principle Society in there, it's over $800 of a gift from me. So guys, this is an opportunity to level up your life and bet on you. And so I've cast your vision for you. You've married your why. And now I'm giving you the next step to help make it a reality. So I dare you, bet on you, invest in you, and jump inside the Own It Collective, because most of the time we're just entering summer. Most people put everything down for the summer and they have to pick up momentum again in the fall. Unfortunately, we know what you do now, your results show up next quarter. So that means they're not going to see results until next year. Okay, Jim Rohn would say in the fall, you need to plan for the winter, okay? And in the summer, you need to plan for the fall. And in the spring, you need to plan for the summer. So it's essential that for the next 6 months that you are all in and not busy and overwhelmed, instead focused and prioritized. So what if we could help set you up for success for the summer and take things off your plate, yet create larger results by taking quantum leap actions, by being focused and prioritized and clearing some of those limiting beliefs and literally leveling up your own glass ceiling. So now is the time. If you want the results this year, this quarter is essential to see those results by the end of the year. So now is the time. No waiting. Don't say, oh, I'll wait till the fall and I'm gonna la summer. I totally understand you want to take summer off and you want to, okay, if it's not in alignment with your goals to have those results this year, totally understand. It's okay. And if you truly want to level up and hit that goal this year and beyond and learn a system for success and a framework for success that will last you a lifetime, Now is the time. So thank you so much. These are our first 5 days. We've got the bonus final recap session on Sunday. If you haven't booked your vision casting call with me, please do, ideally before the 18th, because the replays come down off of online by the 18th. So we just, again, want to thank you for spending your time and energy with us. It's one of the things you don't get back. And we're so grateful that you took the time to slow down so you could speed up and own your life and own your results inside the Own It Masterclass. So remember, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, expect magic and miracles, and what is the best that can happen? We'll see you on the inside.